travel with me. Hey fellow humans, Mina here. Welcome back to another Walk and Talk. Hope y'all are staying hydrated during this murder heat season. Apparently it's not just murder heat in Korea, it's murder heat around the world. I've seen in America we're actually hotter than Korea right now. And I do not envy that. So stay hydrated, y'all. So anyway, don't judge a book by its cover. We all heard that saying. And it's true when it comes to people. You know, the whole thing. You look at a person and maybe they've got like tattoos and you're like, oh no, that person's in a gang. But really they're not, and they're just the sweetest person ever. But yeah, but when it comes to books, where the saying probably came from, is that saying true? Yes and no. Personally, I do think we do judge books by their cover. Actual books, not people. And there's a reason for that. Because, for example, I'm going to use my own novel. Because I suck at Googling. I really do. And no matter the research I did, I didn't do good enough research. But I love my novel's cover. It is here for you to see. But I absolutely adore it. It's beautiful. Love it. It's why I chose it. But after finally finding the books in my genre and reading them, we're just going across the road, I realized that the cover doesn't exactly portray like the whole young adult kind of, feel to it. It looks more adulty, looks more spicy actually, and it's actually not. I mean, like I mentioned before, there's a little bit of spice, but like this cover makes it look like there's a whole lot of spice, and it's probably what's hurting some sales. But I still stand by my cover because I still think it's gorgeous. Although I do plan on releasing a special anniversary edition cover at some point, which will look more in my genre. Because what I've noticed is that in this LGBT kind of genre, they're usually more like art, like hand-drawn art kind of style. And I love that. And as opposed to what we currently have. So that's probably hurting some of my sales. Even though I still love my cover. Because people judge book by the cover. They're gonna look at the cover and they're gonna be like, if they look at the cover and they judge it, they might not pick it up to read the blurb. Because if they read the blurb, then we'd be like, oh, okay, maybe I actually will like this. But if they're looking at that cover and the cover doesn't seem appealing to them, they're not even going to pick your book up to see what it's about. And sometimes people buy books on the covers alone. I've done that. I would look at the cover and the title and be like, damn, that looks really interesting. And I buy it. And it's either really interesting or not at all. But I've judged book by cover. And so, yeah, covers actually do play a big role. Which is why I do recommend, if you're self-publishing, hire a professional. Unless you're a professional cover designer yourself, then you can make your own, but don't make your own if you're not into graphic design or not a cover designer, because like I said, people are going to judge, and if the cover doesn't draw them in to what they're looking for, they ain't even going to read the blurb. And if they don't read the blurb, they might not be interested in picking up your book, and it's going to hurt your sales. Which I'm fine with, but like, if you're trying to make a living off of them, I'm not, obviously. It'd be cool, but I do have a full-time job. It's why I'm here in Korea doing Korean things. But yeah, so you do gotta hire a cover designer if you're self-publishing, Obviously, if you go traditional route, they'll do the cover for you. You have no say in it, or you might have a little bit of say, but they'll still do it for you. But yeah, there are some really good places you can get some cheap covers. I for one of my short stories that I wrote, what was it? Then We Fall. This cover, I actually got it for like $10. I just got an ebook cover because it's like I'm not printing it or anything. But yeah, getcovers.com or something. I found it through, I think, Jenna Moressi's YouTube channel. They do really cheap but professional websites. We're gonna go down here. So you can check that out. I got South cover done on 99covers.com, I think it's called. I can't remember. If I remember the link to the place I used, then I will put it down below. It was part of this. It was a company that's related to Vistaprint. I remember that, which I do use. So, yeah. They do your research. There's not just them. There's other people that do cover design, like Mandy Lind, or Enchanted Ink Publishing from Natalia Lee. They do cover designs on YouTube. I mentioned those channels before. But yeah, judging a book by its cover is a thing. You got to do research. You know, you got to research what your genre is, because if you're writing a horror novel but you got a picture of kittens on the cover and people will be like, oh, look at the cute kittens, I want to read a cute kitten story, and then they pick it up because they really like the cute kittens, and then they get home and then suddenly, you know, there's like, it's like Freddy versus Jason happening, and you're not in the mental headspace for some slashing and some gore and whatever type of horror that is. You're going to be very disappointed, and then you're going to write a bad review, and that's going to hurt the author, because you're like, oh, I was expecting cute kittens, but I got someone's head decapitated, you know? So yeah, so do your research and be better at Google than I am, because I am not. And I could have had I still think my cover looks like my genre, but I still find it looks more adult than it is. Let me know in the comments down below if you think my cover fits my book, if you've read my book, or if you read the blurb. So let me know if you think it matches, because I do want to release a special edition version of it. I was going to do it this year for the 1 year anniversary, but then other things came up and I didn't have the money for that specifically. Is it this road or that road that I need to go down? We're gonna make a surprising one down this way. Look at these little flat carpety things. They're kind of nice. It's like, what are these, like duplexes or something? I never walked down this specific short road. Pretty sure I know what that road is over there though. I'm going to see a movie, by the way. I'm on my way right now. My friends are just messaging me. They're like, y'all awake? I'm like, girl, I've been awake for a while. But I can't respond because I'm filming a video. But don't worry, I'll respond when I'm done. I'm actually going to go see Barbie. I'm like super excited about this. So if you've seen Barbie, because by the time this video comes out, it'll be out for a bit. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought about it. Obviously, I can't let you know right now because I'm going to see it, but I think it's going to be great. But yeah, how about you guys, my fellow humans? What is your take on judging books by their covers? Cars got across. Do you judge books by their covers? And if you do, are you usually right? As in, do you pick it up and because it looks good and it is good? Or do you pick it up because it looks good but it turns out it's really not at all? Let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, covers are important. Please ignore the super loud cicadas. How you know murder heat season's here. They're in the trees. I've been in Asia many times before I even moved to Korea. And I moved to Korea, and it's like the cicadas, man. They're loud. I've never seen a cicada in my life. I hear them, but I've never seen them. So yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, if you like this video, be sure to boop that subscribe button. Otherwise, I will lick you on the nose, and none of us want that. And if you want to check out my debut LGBT plus novel, South, and let me know if the cover matches the insides, you can pick up a paperback, hardback, and ebook. Links are in the description down below. And if you do, I appreciate a review on Amazon and or Goodreads. It helps an author out. Anywho, that's all I gotta say for now. If you want to keep hearing more about South, be sure to follow me on all your favorite socials. Links below. Stay safe and take care. Bye. Mm-hmm.